Well, hello guys. I thought for today I would show you what we do to take the video for our YouTube videos for our channel. And so yeah, stick around. I'll show you how we go about doing that. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I'm grounded right now from riding. I'm not supposed to be. I might take a little zip around the yard here, but not really supposed to be riding. But I thought, because I'm not doing much riding, I've been looking at some YouTube videos, and I've looked at some on creating videos, editing videos, and things like that. I got to tell you, there's some out there that make it look so complicated and so expensive that I wouldn't want to do it. And I thought maybe some of you are in that same case, in that same position, and you don't know that it can be easier. Well, I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be expensive. And I'm going to show you what we do when we're doing our videos. So first thing I'm going to do to get ready for a video is I'm going to put on this chest mount. This is the official GoPro chest mount, and I like it a lot better because it doesn't have to go over your head, some of the cheaper ones that are out there. But we put that on, and then comes the camera next. This is the GoPro Hero 8 Black, and it just snaps in. And I'm going to show you when we go into the house how I have found out how to set this up where you always have the correct angle. That was always a problem at one point. We figured out a way to do that, and I'll show you when we can get in a little bit closer inside there. But that goes on, and then we'll hook our audio up. This is a DJI mic. We don't have the receiver hooked up on here. We're just using the internal recording. Actually, it was Richard with Rip One Outdoors. I'll give a shout out to him that told me he does that, and I knew that was capable of being done, but I didn't really mess with it, and I thought, well, maybe I'll mess with it a little bit more, and it really was pretty easy. But this just clips on anywhere. It has a magnet that I actually have one underneath of my shirt right here that's actually operating this. This one is powered down, but it'll clip anywhere on you. All right, next thing we do is we get our backpack. And it doesn't have to be a backpack. I'll show you why I say this is the next thing we do when we're filming. I do this when we're cycling, but this particular backpack has a sleeve on the shoulder right here, and so we can slide a power bank in there. Now we can also put it in our shirt pocket if we choose to, but I've been really enjoying the backpack quite a bit. And you can just plug this in, and then I run it underneath here, plug it in, and now I don't have to worry about my batteries going dead on my camera. I can go ahead and run a 30 minutes of video, 40 minutes of video. If we run one and we just, I don't like the way that one was going, we can go ahead and run another one. We don't have to worry about changing out batteries right in the middle of a spot or anything like that. Now, the next actually important part of our videos is these Sena helmets. And I'll tell you why they're important, because when Michelle is riding and she's mic'd up and I'm mic'd up, sometimes we're far enough apart that we really couldn't hear each other. And so because of the Sena helmets, what we do is we turn the volume down on them pretty low to where I can hear her, but she cannot, her voice does not pick up on my mic. That's one of the reasons I put it under my shirt. If I have it outside the shirt, a lot of times it'll come through there and you'll have a little bit of an echo. But by tucking it under my shirt with the windscreen on, it just doesn't echo through there. But we can hear what each other's conversation is. So that's, hey, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. So it's really not that big of a deal to have things ready. As long as their stuff is charged up, you're ready. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to drop into the inside and I'm going to show you some of the little nuances of some of this stuff, maybe what we do with it on the computer a little bit, and yeah, we'll kind of take it from there. So next stop, I'm going to be right inside there. Okay guys, what we've done is we've come in here. I'm not going to get through exactly how we do the computer editing. I'm just going to show you just the basics of what we do. But I told you out there, I always get the correct angle on our camera, and this is the way we do this. What we did was just by experimentation, we put this in different positions, and then I marked where it was correct at. You probably can't see that, but there's just a little paint mark on there. And we found out how much room there was between the hook, this J hook, and the camera. And we just put some double-sided tape on this, and that's a desk protector, just a little piece cut off, and that's taped onto there. So all we do is we close that to where it belongs, or to where they're touching together, tighten it up, and we've got the perfect angle on there. I also had mentioned that we would talk a little bit about the evolution of where I come from on this filming, and I'm just going to go through this really quick. Some of these things you may want to experiment with. Some of these things I can tell you probably not worth experimenting with. So what we started with was a handlebar mount, and that actually worked pretty good. But then when I found the GoPro chest mount instead of those cheap ones, I think it's much, much better. We also dealt with the GoPro audio. We still have socks that we can put over top of this camera. They end up overheating the camera when you got the whole thing covered up, with the exception of the lens. And so that doesn't work really well. The microphone adapter does work very well. And so if you wanted to use one of these, I would say that would be fine. I would encourage you to go ahead and get one. And if you get one of these, also get a cage like this that holds your GoPro, and then you've got a spot that holds your mic adapter too, so you don't have to rig everything together for that. Those are relatively inexpensive. I don't know, 15, 20 bucks, something like that. The adapter is about $50. You can get a $12 microphone, and if you're doing your video all yourself, that's going to really be sufficient. We started moving away from that when Michelle wanted to get involved into the videos. And we tried everything else. Shotgun mics attached to the camera, don't mess with it. It's not worth it. Not if you're going to be doing it for cycling. The wireless we find very good. A very good wireless system, if you're staying very close together, you can use the receiver and just go with the audio straight into the camera. Be aware, it's very easy to have one of the plugs not all the way in, and you lose every bit of audio. Even the raw GoPro audio gets lost at that point, which means if you're backing it up with a backup track on the recorded, you have nothing to sync it to. So that's when we decided we're not even going to, with the cycling, we're not even going to use the receiver at all. Now, when I'm doing video like this right here, I use the receiver when I'm doing this right here, because I can look at it, monitor it, see that everything is working correctly, and go with it. Now, where I do my video work is right here in our living room. Like I said, Michelle and I enjoy being together, and so this is where we wanted to do it. I did not want to set up any kind of studio or anything like that. I bought this cheap desk, and it works okay. I have another nice, real secretary pull-down desk around the corner that I built that, we'll go ahead and show that to you here real quick. This is the one that I wanted to use, that I built, and the problem with it is the computer doesn't fit inside of here, so I don't know that I want to modify that, but I thought I would go ahead and show that. Honestly, that's just showing that off because I really like that, and it was something that I built. So but we just upload them onto a cheap computer here. This is not my work computer, totally separated from it, and it's, I don't know, $400 computer. You could use any computer with this and just drop everything onto a $50 hard drive. I got a 2 terabyte hard drive connected to this. That's what I keep everything on. I bought a dedicated computer for this just simply because I did not want to mix this with work at all. So that's why we did that. And yeah, we just drop them onto the computer, drop them straight into the editing program. I use DaVinci, and we line up the audio. We sync the audio and the video together. I cut off the beginning, cut off the very end, link all the clips together and render it out. And then I'll typically run it through Film Forth. I found that I can get a smaller file size with a better resolution on YouTube if I run it through Film Forth at the very end. So that's how we do it. Nothing complicated about it. There's no studios around here. There's no green screen around here. There's just a simple little desk in the corner with a cheap little computer on it and 2 cameras. Typically, we only use 1 camera at a time. And yeah, 2 people that kind of really like to be around each other. So we go ahead and do a lot of our videos together. That's all it takes. So, you know, if you want to do this, it can be done. And matter of fact, I would encourage you guys to do this. Share these videos out there and let everybody else know, not just us as in Michelle and I, but everybody know where you guys are riding. I think that would be pretty nice. It's pretty easy to do. Doesn't cost a fortune, or it doesn't have to. You can put a fortune into it, but it doesn't have to cost a fortune. And boom, get it done. Get your stuff out there for people to enjoy. So that's going to wrap it up for this one right here. Hey, till the next one, hopefully I'm going to be out there riding pretty soon. I've still got another week left, so maybe another 2 weeks of treatments left. But till that point, hey, this is Southern E-Biking telling you, stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels rolling. Once again, we're out.